Right, we're back with another tutorial. Native Instruments Massive again. This time I'm going to show you how I made this downward atmospheric patch. It starts off quite a rich patch and it gradually filters down to just sort of a sub-level. Okay, so I'll pay you the patch first and then we'll get down to it. So here it is. Okay, right, it sounds like there's a lot going on, but it's really simple patch to make. There's only one envelope doing all the work and one LFO. Okay, right, so let's get down to it. New sound. The first one, keep this on a square saw wave all the way around. Pitch this down 2 octaves. Just push it up ever so slightly to detune it a little bit. Keep intensity and amp where it is. Second one, exactly the same. Just pull the wavetable position back slightly, and we're only going to pitch this one down 1 octave. Just offset it again the other way. Third one, same oscillator again, square saw wave. Exactly the same as the last one, just pull the wavetable back a tad. This one wants to go down an octave as well. Keep all 3 of them on spectrum, all 3 of them with a filter mix to in between filter 1 and 2. Okay, I'll show you what it sounds like just like this. It's quite rich just with those 3 oscillators as it is, but with all the modulation it's going to get a lot warmer. Okay, modulation oscillator, turn it on. Keep the pitch at 0. The only thing we use with this is a little bit of phase. Pull the phase down to just up, just about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. We're going to put an envelope on this and all 3 wavetables in a minute. Noise oscillator, turn it on, keep it on white. Turn the amp up to about 9 o'clock. Feedback, turn it on, push the feedback up to about 10 o'clock. Okay, I'll show you just with these oscillators done then and a bit of feedback. Okay, right, let's set the filters up. First filter is a low pass 2. Push your cutoff around to about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Pull the resonance back a bit to about 11. Filter 2 is a band reject. Cut off just off center about 11 o'clock. Resonance down again to about 10 o'clock. Push the volume of filter 2 all the way up. Push the mix of the 2 filters about 1/3 of the way between the 2. Okay, I'll show you with just the filters on now. Right, let's deal with the effects. Insert 1. Turn this to parabolic shaper. Pull the dry wet down to about 10 o'clock. And the drive down to about 11 o'clock. Insert 2 is a bit crush. Turn it on. Push the dry wet all the way up and the crush all the way up. What we need to do with these is go to the routing. I'll change the position of these 2 from straight after the filter to this point here. So just click there for insert 1 and there for insert 2. Okay, that's it for the routing. Okay, voicings page, you might as well do that while we're on here. Push the unison up to 4. Turn the pitch cutoff on. Turn this down to 0.65. Click it to chord. Push it up to about 1/3 of the way. Pan position, turn it on. Push it all the way up. keep it polyphonic. Okay, that's the voicing done. The other two effects what we use are a classic tube. Pull the dry wet down to about 10 o'clock, the drive to about 9 o'clock. Second effect is a reverb. Same for the reverb really, pull the dry wet down to about 9 o'clock, the size just a little bit lower. Colour about 10 o'clock, density about 7 o'clock. EQ, turn the EQ on, pull the low, keep the low shelf where it is actually, boost where it is, frequency where it is, just pull the high shelf down to about 10 o'clock. Okay, I'll let you hear it again and then we'll get this envelope on a go, which is going to modulate all these effects we just put on. Okay, the envelope I used was envelope 3. You can use any one you want pretty much. We need to assign it to wavetable position. Put it all the way back. This one about 1/4 and the bottom one all the way back. We use it for the phase as well. Pull the phase down to nothing. We use it on the amp for the white noise, all the way down to nothing. The feedback amp, all the way down to nothing again. Parabolic shaper, dry wet, all the way down to nothing again. So in effect this envelope is going to be turning off all these effects and switching this wave partition all the way around to the left as it opens up over time. So we use it again on the EQ on the low shelf, just slightly, put it down to about 11. We use it on the reverb dry wet. Reverb dry wet, put it all the way down to nothing. Use it on the tube dry wet as well, all the way down to nothing. Also use it on the mix between the two filters. So click it on this little box here, push it all the way up to the top. So as the filter opens again, it's going to swap from the band reject filter to the low pass filter. Well, between a mixture of the two to only the low pass filter. Okay, we also use it on the cutoff for filter 1. Put it down to about 1/4. Cut off for filter 2. Same again, down to about 1/4. Okay, I think that's it for the envelope. I just need to set the LFO up now. I might as well do that. So LFO, I used LFO 6. Set it to the cut off of filter 1 to about 11 o'clock. Cut off of filter 2 just above the envelope setting for filter 2. Okay, we go into LFO 6. We sync it. Set the ratio to 2/1. Uncheck the restart. Pull the amp all the way down, and we use envelope 3 to modulate this as well, so it turns the LFO on in effect. Crossfade all the way to the top. We're only going to be using this sine wave curve. Move it to there. Keep the attack how it is. Didn't select mono for this one. Okay, that's it for the LFO, I think. So yeah, this is pretty much the sound now. I'll show you it. I'll let it play all the way through the bar. We need to set envelope 3 up. That's what we forgot. Okay, envelope 3. Push the attack all the way out as far as it can go. Pull the decay back ever so slightly and the level to about 1/4 past. And release all the way around. And just pull it back ever so slightly. Right. This is now you're going to hear a drastic effect with the envelope modulating all those parameters. There it is, I'll play it again quick. Two things with this envelope quick I forgot. You need to check the trigger 0 reset, so it's going to restart the envelope every time a new key is played, and also check it to 1 shot. Okay, that's it. One thing I did notice with this sound later on is if you play it higher up the keyboard, it sounded pretty good as a sort of a sawtooth synth lead. The new thing I did is I modulated the release of envelope 4 with a macro. So to shorten the release of the I shortened the release of this envelope off, so that it made it more plucky and more like a synth sort of sound. So I just applied macro 2 to it, push the release out up to there, make sure the macro is dead far to the left. So when you use this macro now, it's going to be changing the length of the release. This is the sound that I made with the short release. That's the sound full out. All the effects and that get in the way of the sound, so pull the macro all the way back. So you can play with the release as you want then to give it as much tail off with the effects as you want. Well, there you have it. 2 patches in one in effect. Say, I originally designed it for the downwards one, but just playing around on the keyboard found out it sounded pretty good higher up. Okay, so there it is. Well, thanks for watching again. Any questions, don't be afraid to ask. Rate, comment, subscribe. Okay, out.